So we will call to order at 7:33 p.m. I don't think there's any public participation. That comes next. Approval of meeting notes. I think I took them last time. I feel like my brain, I think I sent them around. I don't know if you guys looked at them.
Yeah.
But so the motion to approve.
Second.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yes. All approved. Okay, so we have.
So you just need to, after the meeting, send those minutes to Sherry.
Okay, gotcha. I will do that. I'll share my screen even though I have it's a small agenda, but I might as well show it. Can you see that?
I cannot.
No, try again.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So next we have the school waste initiative. So I don't know if is there a lot to discuss about this? I think it sounded like Woodville was doing great, and based on the stuff that Tiana sent around, it sounded like they had a really successful couple of first weeks.
Yeah, the biggest thing now is that the school food director purchased new trays that are compostable, that are certified compostable, and Black Earth has said that they will accept them. So
that's great.
So I've been trying to get a hold of facilities and food director, trying to see, when the switchover is going to happen and if we can get more barrels. So Black Earth can drop off more barrels for outside that they're going to use to pick up, but we need more barrels in all the cafeterias. Bigger barrels, more barrels in general for the compost, because it's going to require it's going to be just as much as the trash, because most of the trash is trays. So yeah, just trying to coordinate that and understand, what's the size of the compost bags that we have? Will they fit in, garbage barrels? What size barrel will they fit in, basically? Because I don't want to have to buy all new bags too.
Yeah, makes sense. That's great though. Yeah,
just
a good update.
Trying to coordinate that and get that kicked off, and then we'll probably have to go into all the schools and maybe help again with sorting and getting kids used to it.
Yeah, that'll probably be another reminder to make sure they get them into the compost. But that's a great update. I feel like that would save so much garbage.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's awesome. Okay, anything else on that?
Yeah, it's just like once we get all the materials set up and are ready to roll it out, we may need some people to help go to all all 3 elementary schools that are composting, to, as I said before, help with the kids relearning what goes where.
Okay, and Dolbear is the one that's not adopted it right yet. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. I sent an email to the principal, a well thought out one with the WCAT video of the other schools participating in composting, and I haven't heard back. That was a couple weeks ago. So Tiana is, I think, gonna help get a couple of parents together and see if we could maybe communicate with more of a group effort.
That's good.
Their parents, or
they are Dolbear parents that I think she's friends with that expressed excitement over composting at Dolbear. So she kind of put the 2 and 2 together and had reached out to me if that would be helpful.
Did you tell the principal that Woodville just started?
Yep.
Okay.
I made it clear that Dolbear is the only elementary school currently.
Okay.
That is not composting, and how I can help.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, I don't know generally how, like the timeline for principals to respond back. Like I'm probably gonna send a follow-up, but
We'll give them a week.
yeah, it's been about 2, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll give them,
Time for a nudge.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gmail tells me, it tells me to nudge.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Just
I'll,
circling back on this.
exactly. So I will be
And
circling
you
back.
can tell him about the trays that we're gonna be, composting the trays,
That's true. So they're getting the trays over there?
yeah, all the schools.
Okay.
So it'll actually be less of a mess
Yep.
because of that. They're not gonna be like trying to dump all their food into the compost bin. They're basically just gonna put their tray in
Yeah,
the
put
bin.
the whole tray
and
in.
Be
That's a
like
good point.
flying everywhere, hopefully.
Right. Much easier, actually.
It looks like we just had somebody join, but I can't
It's
tell.
unable to.
Oh, is that you, Russell?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, my
Oh.
computer's not working.
Oh,
That's
no
okay.
worries. Yeah, I thought maybe you were having some audio trouble, but we can hear you
Yeah.
now. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad.
So Russell, you joining our subcommittee?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, very exciting. You reached out just in time. He reached out to me like yesterday, I think. So good timing for our meeting February.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on the school waste initiative?
Yeah, I guess the only thing is like, Galvin. I know that Nathaniel's trying to get a green team set up there, and Russell, I don't know if you've touched base with him yet, if you want to join that green team, but
Yeah, I still didn't get that email. I think it was only for Upper House.
if you want to just email Nathaniel directly, I think that would be best. He should be in that email that I sent out on the subcommittees, so.
Okay.
So yeah, I think, Galvin is definitely the next kind of big school to tackle. I mean, I tried to set up recycling there before. We just need, students ideally and faculty to kind of run with it, not have, outside people trying to basically get things going because it didn't work. It seems like we need somebody on the inside to push for it.
Hopefully Nathaniel can help light a fire.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll be more receptive to students wanting to do this.
Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah. Okay. Well, the next thing we had on our agenda was to review the priorities of the Google Sheet I sent around and discuss how to get started on some of them. Let me see if I can find that Google Sheet.
Yeah.
I'll stop
Did
sharing
you
my
share, did you share that? I don't know if I got
Yeah,
it.
I don't remember getting it, so if you can share it, that would be.
I sent it in the email where I sent the notes. But
Let me
I
check.
think anyway, let me double check. That was my intent anyway.
Oh, yeah. Now I see it.
Yeah, it was I sent it on January 17th. Just along with the notes.
Okay.
Let me pull it up though. Share again. Okay, so
There it is. Okay.
Russell, we met as, can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Russell, we met at the beginning of the year to kind of do like a little bit of a refresh on what we wanted to focus on for 2024 and what we wanted to continue that we thought was successful from 2023. And then we kind of broke it down to where these initiatives landed in different subcommittees. And these were the ones that came up for the waste reduction priorities for 2024. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, like 8 things to try to focus on throughout the course of the year. Seems like this one has already happened. Continue candy wrapper recycling expanding, like you're expanding to Valentine's Day. That's great.
Yeah, I
So
got to, I just got the box today, actually, so it's too bad the library is closed today. or
I
else
know,
Yeah,
someone's
right.
pointlessly
today.
closed. But that's all right.
Yeah.
So this one is nicely in progress, or happening, I guess.
Mhm.
Oops, can't spell. Progress happening. And pump and composting, that'll be later in the year. Continue to support and get compliance for bag and styrofoam bans. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I'm
to
not sure if
get
that's
started on that.
something, Christina, you may know if the Green Business Group is gonna be looking into or not.
I don't think specifically because we kind of are revamping it.
Okay.
But yeah, like who would do that? Because that's an important thing.
I think the biggest thing is to get the word out on that form, that kind of reporting
Mhm.
non-compliance form
Right.
that the city or the town put together.
Yep.
Yeah, on that note, where would one find that form? Because I have to report somebody who is not
On our
compliant.
website. It's on our webpage.
Yeah, I have it. I can send it to you, Lily.
Okay, thank you. We ordered some food the other day and it all came in black plastic. And I was like, that's not supposed to happen. I don't think.
Well, that's not part of the
I
bylaws.
think it's like just the
Oh,
plastic
I
bag.
thought that was part of, that was a different thing.
That's not a thing.
I thought that was
That's
a thing. I
not.
thought Wakefield wasn't allowed to have black plastic.
No. Styrofoam
Oh,
and plastic bags.
Yep.
that's so interesting because I was at a different place or a while, sometime this year, and they were like, yeah, we can't send things home in black plastic anymore because Wakefield doesn't allow it.
I mean,
So
that's great.
I
I
thought
That's
that was,
awesome.
but that's not the law, the bylaw.
I thought that was a rule. Darn. All right, well,
Yeah.
forget it. I guess I can't report anybody then.
Yeah, no, the thing with black plastic is it's not recyclable.
I know.
Ideally, we don't want places to use it, but it's not part of the bylaw.
Ah,
The bylaw is just for, no business can use plastic bags. And then
okay.
also the biggest thing about the plastic bylaw that a lot of people don't know about is the plastic utensils upon request only, plastic straws and utensils. So that's a big thing that we should focus on
That
in
happens a lot too.
education.
Yeah.
And I mean, the styrofoam thing is pretty straightforward, but that piece is not as straightforward and also needs to be more elevated.
Okay.
Is that something like we could post on like the Wakefield community page, or is that inviting too much feedback?
I mean, I know that Tiana's posted about the non-compliance form.
Oh, she has. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's put it on the community page, but she put it on hers.
Right. Just something to get it out there, because I think not everybody knows about it.
I mean, maybe it's something we can try to communicate like during Earth Month or something.
Hmm.
And I think the Buy Nothing folks would be on board too. Yeah.
Yeah, communicate about, the bylaws in general, about the non-compliance form. Yeah.
Okay.
And, other than that, other than just going up to businesses and telling them outright, I don't know,
Right.
it should be part of the health inspector's, list when he goes there. So
Right.
How often does the health inspector go? Do you happen to know? I don't
I
know.
think it's only annually.
Annually. Okay. The HIT 500 household discount, it sounded like on our call the other day that it was pretty low, like maybe a gain of a few or something like that. It wasn't a huge gain. I can't remember what the number was that she gave though.
I think winter's always kind of a lull.
Yeah,
So maybe, once we get into the summer, we can, start promoting spring and summer.
yeah.
Um,
Didn't she, someone on the call said that they have do they have starter packs or something that are available? Or did I mishear that?
Anne said that
Yeah.
she still has starter packs, yeah.
Yeah, that could be something to promote a little bit more.
I mean, we could definitely promote it at the recycling event. And
Yeah, good idea. Okay. So yeah, we can just maybe pepper in a few reminders and social and things like that, but
I think having the goal of 500 is kind of enticing too, just to have, the community be like, okay, we're trying to get to 500, like, we're at this
right.
number. Like, I think that might help people to kind of say, okay, yeah, let me be part of
Yeah,
this little push. We do
right.
like a little push to 500 or something.
and maybe we can, start promoting more in the elementary schools, now that most of them are composting the
Yeah.
school. We could be like, hey, did you know you can do it at home too?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the PTOs are pretty open to, promoting things for us, so.
Yeah, just pop something into the newsletter.
Yeah.
With the candy wrapper recycling was in our newsletter this week. And I think it was in Woodville's too. So
Oh, it was in Walton's, good.
it was in Walton's, yeah. So yeah, they seem open to that.
Right.
Okay. So how do you do that? Do you communicate with the principal to get something into those newsletters or the
No,
PTO
it's
lead?
the PTOs, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you ever want me to reach out to the Walton folks, I'm happy to. I actually know the woman now, so I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay. Okay, organize events for hard to recycle items and / support special recycling drives. How do I think, were we going to talk about maybe having the styrofoam recycling thing at the April event?
Yeah, it's happening.
We're all over it.
So yeah, I think, and also the company that's doing it, the April event, they also do, they host them just as like a styrofoam collection day for different towns. They did one in Melrose.
Oh, great.
So, besides the April event, we could maybe do another one, in the fall or something. So have
Yeah.
like twice a year collection type of thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What's a time of year where people might have a lot of styrofoam? I was going to say like after Christmas or something, but
Yeah. New
Um,
TVs and new things like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Black Friday sales.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I think anything to help folks get rid of that stuff is a good idea. Um, and other special stuff to recycle, like and we talked about like batteries, black plastic, light bulbs, right? Other things like that. I don't know where we landed on any of those things though.
I think batteries, we could probably try to do, there's, there's plenty of options out there. We would just have to pay for a box,
Mhm.
and it's not as expensive as TerraCycle.
Okay.
So big green box is an option.
That might be a good one because I know people do collect those throughout the
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
they could bring their
So
batteries.
we could maybe have that at town hall or something,
Yeah,
because they seem open to having the collections there like they do with this.
Right.
And it does
Yeah.
plant a seed too, you know, people who go in and see that, like they might start to just think about bringing their batteries there.
totally. I thought the Christmas tree lights was such a good idea. And it seems like they did really well with that. I was
Yeah,
trying to think of something else along those lines. But yeah, that was a smart seasonal one.
I think just while it just popped up, but like cords, like, you know, like old iPhone cords, and I'm
Mhm.
constantly going through those and I don't know how to recycle.
so that's with electronics recycling, like e-waste, and I think that Staples takes those.
They
Oh.
take it. Okay.
Staples takes a lot of things for recycling.
Yeah, I brought a printer there.
Hmm.
It didn't work, but
Oh,
yeah, I go through a lot of cords. I don't know why, they all break.
yeah, I have some of those too, actually.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I guess if Staples takes these. Okay. Well, batteries is a good one, and the light bulbs is a good one too. I just realized we have a bag of old light bulbs in our basement that we've been collecting for that. I guess my husband's been setting aside and need to do something with those. So,
Yeah, we do too, but I think you bring them to Home Depot or Hearts takes them maybe.
oh, do they? Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I think they
Okay.
take the hardware
It's a
stores.
If it's a CFL fluorescent, yeah.
Okay. Good to know. And yeah, other than that, the black plastic is just the one that I wish I could get rid of. But you said that's expensive, right?
Yeah.
The service that does that.
Can we get that box for the batteries by April so we can have that at the event?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let me see how much it is. Their biggest box is $72. And then they have different kits, which I don't know. I'll have to look into the options.
Okay.
Yeah,
And where would that, like the $72, would that come out of like our funds or how would that work?
it would come out of our budget.
Oh, our budget, okay.
Which
Yes.
is a total of 1,000? What's our total budget?
I mean, we've used some of it. We,
I'm thinking we could take that and then we could bring that box to the library if it doesn't fill, right? Or-
Yeah, library is a good spot to have.
or actually, we could just have the collection at the library since the hours are better.
Hmm.
If
We're
they'd
gonna
be
contract.
open to it.
Right.
So we only have about $300 remaining.
Ah,
Because we spent a bunch of money on different things already, and that the budget is from, it's a fiscal year budget, so it's from started last July.
oh, okay. Got it.
But I mean, we could certainly, I think maybe we could check with, town hall or the library if they'll be open to it before buying it, I think. Or do we want to just have it for the April event? I don't know.
Right.
I mean, are there places that take batteries? Like, doesn't Best Buy, did they at one point take batteries?
I think Home Depot does.
Home Depot takes batteries back?
I think so.
Whole Foods did at some point too. I don't think the Melrose one, but I think the Linfield one did at some point.
I guess
Okay,
it just.
so yeah, you can recycle rechargeable batteries. That's the problem, is you can't recycle, like, they don't collect ones that are not rechargeable.
Oh,
Who doesn't?
Home Depot.
Oh, Home Depot
Oh.
doesn't collect the ones that are not rechargeable. Oh yeah, well, those are the ones you want to collect, right?
I mean,
So-
those are the ones that last longer, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately, it's the opposite of what you want.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and they also collect compact fluorescents,
Oh, okay.
the bulbs at Home Depot.
Okay. I'll have to bring those in.
so silly question, but what are people doing with their batteries then? Because most of them are single use. So if they can't drop them off somewhere.
Throwing them out.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So that's
I think Best Buy collected them at some point. I mean, this was years ago, but like the one in Burlington had a battery collection. Hopefully they were doing the right thing with them. I don't know, but
it's saying on the Home Depot website that most places that offer battery recycling don't accept the alkaline ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
That's the problem. So you can drop off the ones, they can't be the alkaline ones, except if you get a box, which is the one we're talking about, which I think is great, but it costs money. So,
Right.
It says here that Best Buy does not accept batteries.
darn. All right, well, then a box sounds like a good idea. Okay. Anything else for that? Number 4? No.
So, do we want to have this for the April event or no?
I think it's a good idea.
I think that'd be a good way to get people there too.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
like getting rid of styrofoam and batteries. I feel
And
like that's
batteries,
the
like,
stuff that
I'm
you
there,
collect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just try to understand if we want the kit or just the box, and I will get one.
Is there a big difference between the prices?
So for the small kit, it's basically the same price as the big box. Trying to understand what the difference is.
Yeah, what's the difference between the two?
So the kit holds 13 pounds of batteries, and the box holds 43 pounds of batteries.
Oh, so probably the box, right?
Yeah, and then the kits get bigger and bigger, but they get more expensive.
Yeah.
The kit is like a plastic tub type of thing, and the box is just cardboard.
I
So-
vote for the box just because it carries more volume.
Yeah. How long do they let you have it for?
As long as you want.
Well,
Right.
all right, as long as you can
Yeah.
need to fill it, then yeah, box is great.
And did you say that's TerraCycle?
No, it's, if you Google Big Green Box,
Oh, big green box.
I think they changed their name actually. Now it's Serba Solutions. Yeah, I honestly don't understand what the difference is besides the
Volume.
bucket and the volume.
Maybe that plastic tub, the cost of that is that much more.
Oh, it's because the kit is, you can automatically send, so they'll automatically send you a new kit annually, so you can keep recycling without interruption. didn't
Oh.
return it. So it's like an annual thing. So we
Like
should
a
just do the
subscription.
box.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. Okay. So the candy wrapper thing, I think we know that's working. Work with town landfill to expand recycling program / improve recycling / more year-round centralized recycling, like a cardboard dumpster.
Yeah, so I think Anne was talking about having the cardboard dumpster at the town hall, maybe year round, I guess, or more often. I don't remember what she said.
That's good.
We were thinking in the green business meeting, we were talking about like those mobile dumpsters, if they even can park like a DPW truck during certain hours so that businesses like downtown or something can have access so they could just walk to it and dump it. And then DPW can, bring that back and do what they do.
That's a good idea.
But the DPW doesn't collect recycling.
No, but I think do they get money for it or something? They get paid for the cardboard.
You're talking about just cardboard?
Yeah. Sorry, just cardboard. We were thinking about applying that idea to green businesses because they have a lot of cardboard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to Anne about having, weekly recycling pickups instead of bi-weekly, and she's always told me that the cost just doesn't justify it. And also there'd be, more emissions from more trucks driving around more often. So I don't know. Pros and cons.
Yeah.
Like the more you compost and the more you recycle, like at least for me, it's like our trash is so little, like it almost seems like it should be the opposite. Like every other week should be trash and like every week should be recycling because, there's just not as much waste,
Same with me. Yeah, we have like we're overflowing with recycling and I have like
overflowing with recycling and have like a bag of trash.
Yeah, right.
It just seems like we're moving forward, but like, the systems aren't caught up,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so styrofoam recycling, I think we talked about that, and then the continuing waste reduction, we've been talking about that too. So those were the 8 priorities you came up with for the year. Was there anything else that you wanted to add to it, or? I guess it's it's like a living list, right? We can always kind of make changes.
I think it's a good starting point.
Yeah, I think it's a good starting point too. Okay.
And are we picking priorities or how does that? Or are we just like, this is our kind of list that we work off of?
Yeah, I guess I would think it would just be our list to work off of. And like some of these things, like this won't even be something we think about until, end of summer, whatever. And this is just sort of an ongoing, it's like an always on campaign, to use my PR language. So yeah, I don't know. I think we can like come back to this document and always add to it and, make updates, but I think it's a nice start too.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll stop this and go back to my. So next we had April recycling event and kind of figuring out what we wanted to do for that. I thought there were some good ideas shared on the call last week.
So, I mean, now that we're going to be collecting batteries, do we want to do also some sort of swap or?
Oh, right. We talked about
Yeah. So if we're doing styrofoam and batteries, maybe it's enough. Just
I
to
just don't want
review.
to end up with a bunch of stuff.
Right. No, that's true. That's a fair point.
Yeah, which usually happens. I don't know if we can do this, but the thought crossed my mind of like, you know, if people do bring their things and then we have them like put a sticker with like their name and their number, and if like it doesn't get picked up, like then we can contact them to pick it. But like, I don't know if that's like fair, but just a way of like having the opportunity, but then being like, okay, if it doesn't get taken by somebody, then you know, you have to take it back.
That seems like a lot of coordination.
It is a lot of coordination. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get stuck with all this like sports equipment, you know, either.
Right.
Right. I was like, oh, that doesn't seem.
I mean, I could make a run to like Savers or something. I've never been to Savers, but I was just talking about it with a neighbor and they were like, yeah, they take everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
dropped
good
off a
point.
bunch of stuff there.
Yeah.
They don't even look. You just like throw it in.
Yeah.
Just give it to
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Or play it
Yeah.
against sports or something. Or
Play it against sports. Yeah, that crossed my mind too.
like if it's sports.
I think they're more like choosy about what they take, aren't they?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You could make a little money off of it. That'd be your reward for doing the errand.
Yeah, go right into the budget.
But yeah, I mean, the same with the books idea. I thought the books idea was nice too. And if there are remaining books, they can just be donated to the library, like at the next,
Mhm.
book drive. That's for like their spring sale or whatever they do. So, and the clothes, like that's another one. You could just do like a simple recycling pickup if people don't take them. But I think
Right.
the clothes would be a little bit of a harder sell for people,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
definitely.
would go and pick up clothes from there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then I think Anne said they also had a rain barrel they could raffle off.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be kind of cool. I don't know if like you bring in something like styrofoam or batteries, you get a raffle ticket. I don't know how we could do it, but
That's a cool idea.
yeah. And then if they don't want it, on to the next person who you draw,
Yeah, I mean, or you just get one anyways. I mean, if you come to the event.
a ticket, you mean?
Oh yeah, you got like that.
Yeah. Yeah, true. If you just come to the event, you can get a ticket. That's fine.
I think I have a roll of tickets. But
No.
yeah, like I just use them for kids and things like that, just so you know. So if we do decide to do that, I do have that.
Okay.
I also really liked the gardening pots idea because those do accumulate, but I just don't know how to get rid of them. Like if we did collect them.
Lowe's takes them for recycling.
Oh, okay. So like I could volunteer to take a whole boatload of recycling pots over to Lowe's. I don't mind doing that if we think that that's something people will do. Especially
I
April,
think
like
unless they have some from last year, it's
Yeah.
kind of really.
it's a little early, I suppose, but like if you are cleaning out and doing like spring cleaning, like your garage or whatever, like you might find some I know I have a bunch in my garage and basement that we don't need. We just kind of just hoarded
Yeah.
away because we didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
But I'd like to unload them. But I can just take them to Lowe's apparently, so I'll do that.
Right. Would it be helpful to like I don't know if you guys have done this before, but like put together some sort of flyer or handout that like it says like, garden pots goes to Lowe's.
Have it on our website.
Yeah, Tiana pointed me to
Put
that.
it on our website.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
it is.
I don't think I've been on lately. So.
I didn't know it was there either.
Okay, I didn't
but
know.
yeah, I said the same thing to Tiana and she was like, yeah, it's here. But I didn't know
So
that.
it's under programs and helpful tips. There's like a whole section on recycling.
Okay. Like, is that something to possibly recreate and like either hand out at this event or something? Like, are people going to that and getting that information, or is that?
I mean, we could just. I don't like handing out flyers because it's
Right,
just
it's a
like
waste
of paper. So what we've done, we have a QR code that
Got it.
we've, that has a link to our, like you can go directly to that page.
Okay.
So we have a sign for that.
If did they have a table at this event? I can't remember. They could have like one printout of it, the
Yeah,
people
no,
who come up.
we already have a sign with that.
Oh,
Oh, that makes
okay.
sense.
And that
Okay.
stuff is on the sign. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the QR code is a good idea.
Yeah, we'll have the table there.
So I guess, I mean, maybe the styrofoam and the batteries is enough. Is that the
And
feeling?
then we raffle off the rain barrel.
And then raffle off the rain barrel.
Yeah.
And then obviously we'll have all of our, educational stuff that we normally do at the
Yeah.
table.
Okay. And I'm sorry, can you,
Including the bylaw stuff.
yes. And I know you said it already, Melissa, so I'm sorry to ask, but what's the date of that event again? It's April, early April?
April 6th,
April 6th, okay.
the high school.
Is that a Saturday or Sunday?
From, what did it say, 10 to 1.
Okay. I can help man the table if we're looking for bodies.
Yeah. We'll probably need, 2 people at least.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do the entire span, but I can certainly be there
Want to
for
split it up, let's split up the
bit, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Russell, if you were open to helping out,
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, awesome.
cool. All right. And then I guess we're on to matters unanticipated. Nothing. Okay, then for a date for our next meeting, what is it? We're at 1, 2.
So are we still meeting, the third Wednesday?
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, so it'd be March 20th?
Yeah.
March 20th. Does that work for people?
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
Okay.
I do have an
So,
appointment that night.
oh, we can do a different day.
Can we do the 19th?
Yeah, March 19th is fine on my end.
Mm,
Is that okay with people?
Yeah.
real quick,
Okay.
March 19th. Yeah.
March 19th,
That's
7:30. Okay, so Christina, I don't know how you want to handle it. Do you want to switch off every other meeting with like the leadership duties, or I don't mind emailing Sherry.
yeah, whatever you think. Yeah, we can. I'm open to whatever. I mean, if you want to like lead it this way, I can do the notes and do that part, or if you want to do vice versa and
Okay.
switch, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. I guess we can touch base offline and figure out
Yeah,
those
we can
details.
do
but
that.
For now, we can plan on March 19th for the next meeting.
Okay.
And then I think we can adjourn.
And
Motion
just
to adjourn.
quickly,
Yeah.
in terms of the notes, so I'm sending this out just kind of as you did to the group
Yeah.
to kind of
Mhm.
review, and then am I also sending it to Sherry?
Only
Yeah.
after next meeting when we approve it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Got it.
I have to send the last ones to Sherry.
Then the last ones. Okay, got it. So I'm just sending it to you guys.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, great. So motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes across the board. Okay, meeting adjourned at 8:16 p.m.